G'day guys, and welcome back to another Wednesday night live stream. So good to have you all here. A lot of people in the chat room already, which is really good to see. It has been a bit of a busy week, but and a very interesting week actually. So we will get into that very soon. So before we start, please hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't be a loser or a thud and give it a thumbs down, but give it a thumbs up and you'll find me and Jason and all the social medias. Links are in the description. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and all the normal social media platforms. So you'll find us in the description. So before I get too far into what's going to happen tonight, we will bring Jason into the fold. Good evening, Jason.
What's going on, mate? Interesting week. I didn't get replaced by Adam, or AKA Hootie Who, so I'm back. Hopefully everyone's happy with that. Maybe I might be long-term replaced with Hootie. We'll see.
Yeah, you never know your luck. He loves coming on. He loves Australians, and he loves being on the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's good. It was good last week. I was able to get on a little bit from. Just went to saw my family, so they moved to Port Macquarie. So a bit of fishing, bit of relaxing, helping them out with a few things. So yeah, it was a good weekend. I tell you what, though, Port Macquarie has changed, man. And we spent a lot of time growing up there as a kid on holidays. And man, I went there last year on the way to your house, actually, Aaron, when we went shooting, the long range shooting. Saw a friend up there, but I was only there for about an hour. But man, has it changed? It's like winter time and people walking around, people everywhere, and yeah, it's quite a nice place. And I think they're like 800 meters from the beach or something. So compared to where they were in Queensland, this is much better, dude. Yeah, you know where my parents live, and let me just say, this was much better. So, which is good.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it's always good to get away. I don't even know the last time I had a holiday, to be quite honest with you.
And we saw a lot of people in there today, and I had some mates that were probably coming up for the hunting trip next week on the long weekend from Victoria, some of my buddies from down there, but looks like they've been screwed over by Chairman Dan again, another extension to the lockdown. I mean, this government, mate, again, all I can say, guys, is remember voting is only, a couple of years away, 18 months away, whatever it may be. What is it, early 2023, I think. Just remember that, guys. Remember that. Get them gone. This, what you're seeing and stuff, and all the people stepping on people's necks and attacking people and cops is bad, man. So just remember that, guys.
Don't forget, it's only 24 months before you can get rid of them, guys. Don't have a short memory, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, and then they're begging for money from the federal government. I'd just say, this is what I think, mate. This is how much money you're going to get from the federal government. This is how much you're going to get.
Exactly. Isn't it lockdown number 4? It's just shocking. It really is. Now, Hootie brought it up last week about the vaccines and everything. We talked about it before. He messaged me and said, can I bring up about the mask and the vaccines? And yep, I don't mind. He can talk about whatever he likes. We don't censorship anything on this show, as you guys know. And geez, did you guys have some opinions on the vaccine and wearing your face nappies? It was and it was all positive for normal people, but the lefties would not have liked what you guys said, which I absolutely love. So it was really good. Okay, we got our first super chat. This is from Falcon. Long-time viewer and donator. Thank you very much for the $4.49 super chat. Good evening to you as well, Fulcrum. It's awesome. Thank you very much.
Yep, good to see. Good to see all the regulars too. Should I go through them now? You got anything else to add? I mean, I heard there's some good news potentially coming up. We might be able to reveal
Yeah.
maybe next week. We'll see. Aaron can take
Yeah.
over that.
Yeah, we've got some big news for next week. We may have yet another big sponsor coming on to the show, going to help to keep the lights on, which will be absolutely awesome. This live stream has absolutely grown like no tomorrow over the last 6-8 months we've been doing it, I think, and it's just getting bigger and bigger every week. I'm seeing the numbers right here, and it's could even break the record tonight if this keeps up. So next week, hopefully everything falls into place, and we will have a big announcement on who is going to sponsor us, which is fantastic. Someone that has helped us out in the past, actually, and sees the benefit in Shooting Stuff Australia. And yeah, very nice company, very nice guys, and people I dealt with in the past with them. And they love shooters, and they support all shooters in every single way. So, yep, definitely will be a good one for next week. So that's if all the blocks fall into place. There's a lot of cogs to be turned and to actually get it happening. But at this stage, we've been working on it for a couple of months. It should come to fruition.
Yeah, it's a good one too. And most things, it's we use their stuff. We've promoted their stuff in the past, and yeah, it's stuff that we use, and we again, it really just makes sense. Really, I mean, again, when support the shooting industry, supports people that supporting you basically, and yeah, it's just another. I guess person's going to sponsor the show, just keeps building and building and building, and it's bloody good news, isn't it? Really, just things just keep building. So hey, if you want to be a sponsor, let us know. Hit Aaron up in the comments or send him a message. We just keep building and building and building, and working with new people, organizations. Like we've got the Peter and the guys from the NSC as well. So they've been great. We're just adding another one to the list. So of people that want to support the show, bloody fantastic.
Exactly. And we do help you guys out as well. And as you know, we have saying, get hold of us. You got a business, you got anything to do, like recall. Hey, same shirt tonight.
You
Recall does
bastard. You just copied me.
recall designs. Yep, they reached out. We're happy to help small businesses. So you got a small business, want a shout out, definitely get hold of me through email or Instagram's normally the easiest way. Waste book is just non-existent for me. I'm just being shadow banned. So get hold of me through Instagram or the email shootingstuffaustralia@gmail.com. Links in the description. So here is another shooter. He is a gun owner, shooter, hunter, very nice guy, and he's right up my channel because he loves creating stuff. So here we go. I'll bring this up. It is Rob's Woodworking. So if you're into creating stuff or woodworking or anything like this, go take a look at him. Rob's a very nice guy. He watches the show every week. He donates, and just a great guy. He talks to people in the comment section as well. So he's got a website here he's created with some of the stuff that he makes. What I do like is this. Okay, let's try and bring this up here. Tire checker. So it's a little baseball bat here. So very nice. That's to check your tires. And it looks like to me this would fit nicely down a hallway being swung.
And if
I
you
could
got it
be
in your
wrong.
car, make sure you're a member of a baseball club. If you got it in your car, make sure you're a member of one of those online baseball clubs, or you're a baseball card collector or something.
Or he has a very nice, here we go, rolling pin. It also will fit nicely down a hallway. So, yep, very good. And some of his stuff he makes is awesome. I've talked to Rob a bit in the past. Very nice guy, loves shooting, supports every aspect of shooting and hunting, and he supports this show. So we're happy to give him a shout out. After this, I will put his link to his website down below. So please, guys, show him some love and go and have a look and maybe buy something that he makes. It's all handcrafted by himself here in Queensland. He's a great creator of these sort of things. Just a nice guy too.
Yeah, it does look pretty good, man. I like that bolt action pen there. I like that bolt action pen.
Yes, he's about to bring this one. He's about to start making 50 cal pens as well. So I'm sorry I can't enlarge it any bigger, but yeah, he makes the pens and they go for $30 Australian. Can't beat that, can you?
Nah, bloody good. I might get one.
Yeah, and he's going to make 50 cal and 30 cal pens, I think, as well. So that is awesome. Top bloke, please go check him out. We're all a family here. We all want to help each other out. So go look at his page and maybe buy something off him if you like what you see. I know I am.
I'm not cutting you off. You just got a couple of super chats that are about to disappear, man. So
Yep, we'll bring them up. Okay.
Fulcrum was the first one, the blue one.
Okay, and we got Andy here. So we'll bring.
You brought up the wrong one first, dude. Bring up Fulcrum's one before it disappeared.
Yeah, we've already done that.
You put another one. You put another one, you clown.
Oh, I'll find it. It's all right. We've got Andy here. Right. The irony through this lockdown is my business will be getting $5K from the Victoria government, which will be spent getting the wife her pink Remington 7600. The government has closed the gun shops. Oh, I didn't hear that. Did you, Jason?
No, I knew the gun shops. Well, everything's pretty much shut down. So that includes the gun shops. I think they were shutting down the gun shops before when nothing else was. Well, some other shops weren't closing. So I guess they thought it was an attack on. I think you can still do pickups, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can still do click and collect as well. But yeah, Andy 1234777 is definitely one of our long-term listeners of the show, which is fantastic. And like a lot of people in this chat, which we'll go through before we get into the main topics.
So that's awesome. I guess there's always a silver lining to the, to it all, isn't there? Good 5K payout, buy guns. What more could you ask for? And we got a super sticker.
I like that our guys are getting paid out, but I just, I think the Victoria, unfortunately, sorry if you're in Victoria, I just think, the federal government should be telling the government to get stuffed. And whilst that's detrimental to the people of Victoria, he's got to learn a lesson. He can't just be bailed out when he makes stupid decisions. So I like Victorians and I like the people that are in the chat from Victoria. But at the end of the day, man, eventually the federal government's got to say no. I'm just surprised they haven't stepped in and said, but, again, Liberals are weak as piss too. Nationals are weak as piss. So, again, hence the reason why I'd never vote for any of them, obviously. So it's just how it goes. I mean, Labor and Liberal, Nationals, really same in the grand scheme of things.
Yep, exactly. So I don't know how long is this going to last. Really, how long is it going to last?
Well, I'm
lockdown, after lockdown.
I was going to say, I got mates that go hunting. You know what I mean? Like now I can't see mates that I see 3-4 times a year because of this arsehole. So it's just, what do you expect from the government? You just go watch the videos like from Rebel News and those sort of places and what the cops are doing. God, man, you can't watch some of it. Just turns your stomach of how the poor innocent people have basically been attacked by the cops. It's not good.
Yeah, exactly. So here's our good friend Fulcrum here. Thank you very much again, Fulcrum. I know a guy that applied for his license last September and they haven't moved his application along. He has no record, any advice in New South Wales. Jason's in New South Wales and he had problems, so he can answer this one.
Listen, this really goes for all states. It's pretty much just you just have it, write up an email. This is what I reckon. Find out who your local member is for number one. Contact them first, but I normally have all the email written, so exactly. You've only got to search Google to find out who your local member is for your local state, member. So it depends what area you're in. You just check on Google, put your location, or tell you what your local member is. Give them a call first thing 9 o'clock in the morning, or tell the license owner. So listen, I've been applying for a gun license. Again, I expect a reasonable time frame. I want you to advocate on my behalf, or you want the member. You'll only speak to the girl at the front desk, so you're not going to speak to the member himself, obviously, because they never really answer phones. They don't talk to plebs like us. They'll tell you to put it in writing. You've already got that written. Put the details in, send it over to them, right? Done. Number two, ring up the police minister in your state. So in our case, well, our one breaks the law, which is David Elliott. So, I mean, what's he going to really do for us at the end of the day? But you call his office and you send an email, a following up email to his office as well, saying, blah, 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 blah. I'm a shooter. I applied on this date. I think this is totally unreasonable in regards to the timeframes of issuing a license. I would like the member or the police minister to act on my behalf to find out what's happening with my application. And then that's it. You send it away. Normally, you'll get a pretty good result in about 4 weeks. If you don't have a criminal record, they'll just issue it. This has happened multiple times, guys. I've had multiple people message me on the podcast Facebook page. And I know guys that only applied 3 months ago. People have been waiting a year. You get a call from the registry. Yep, we've had a call from the police minister. We've been told to basically, assess your application pronto. And some have been issued their gun licenses in 3 months. If you've been waiting more than I reckon if you wait more than the mandatory 28 days, plus say 2 to 3 weeks for a processing period, which is the general time, then you should be going straight to the local member straight away and your local police minister or your state's police minister and moving it up from there. I did it eventually too. I waited a long time. Since mine was only a renewal, I didn't really have to worry because I already had my gun license. But you guys know it took me over a year. Eventually, I just thought this is ridiculous. I went to my local member as well. Then just luckily, mine was literally issued on the day that I got a call from the registry saying, "Oh, did you get it?" And it was like 2 weeks after they issued it, they called me. And I said, "Well, don't worry about it now because it's already been issued. But, if you guys could improve that in the future, that'd be really nice."
And obviously they took your advice, I'm sure.
Well, hey, they give you a call. Most of the time you can barely even get them on the phone. So once you go to the police minister, they will call you personally. Don't worry about that. They will call you. And I've been told from people when they get the call, it's like, we got told to assess your application immediately. We've done it. It'll take a couple of days, but we've got it done, and you'll get a letter in the mail saying you've been approved. Thank you. And they basically hang up the phone. So, end of the day, you achieve what you want, and what you got was your license printed out and done and issued. So that's the goal, isn't it, really? So again, if you've been waiting longer than 3 months, go to your local member and your state's police minister, ring them, send them the email. I want you to advocate on my behalf because I think this is completely unacceptable in timeframes and not becoming of a government agency to issue a license within a reasonable timeframe.
Yeah, well, you're paying for a service, aren't you? So
exactly.
A service should be delivered in a timely fashion. As far as I'm concerned, I can't understand why it takes that long in a way. Anyway, everything's computerized. They can look at your record, your history, basically everything. What sort of coffee you drink on the spot. Why can't they just do it and bang, slap it out to you? Why does it take 3 months? I know exactly why, because I've been told by someone who works there why it does happen, but I'm not going to say on air why it happens.
A lot of this has to do with that Edwards case, the guy that shot his whole family and got the pistol license in New South Wales. I mean, that wasn't the fault of any shooter. That was at the end of the day, the police gave that guy a license, and he ended up, turning it on his whole family and shooting he's shooting himself and his children. I think it was John Edwards. This was not far from me in Pennant Hills because I'm in Western Sydney as well. So that apparently sent ripples through the registry about why they gave a license to a person of such a nature that needed a commissioner's permit to get the license. So either he'd done something previously and he needed an approval. The only problem with this, Aaron, is people might be listening here too, is I know guys that have done stuff, very minor stuff years ago, and they're now being denied gun licenses because of that previous history. So I hear cases of just one last week, one about 3 weeks ago. There's been denied licenses. You guys know I had a friend of mine who I've known for quite a while. Didn't talk to him there for a little bit. He was speeding and low range PCU 0.7, gun license gone as well. They started to refer back to issues from 2002. So he's now got to fight it. So I haven't spoken to him for a couple of months. So I don't even know if he's even got the money to fight it. So it looks like another person has lost his gun license. No, another guy from down south lost his gun license as well a couple of weeks ago, just over a breakup with the missus. So, it's pretty sad, man. A lot of people losing their gun licenses over very, very minor or trivial things.
Yeah, well, that's definitely, I think a show's coming up soon about when you, sorry, ladies, don't want to sound sexist or anything, but when your missus lays a spiteful false claim, what's the go with it? Because I get messages all the time about it, and I know people personally that has happened to, lost their gun license. Even the cops say, "Yeah, we know she's being spiteful, but too bad. Go to court, sit in court, mate." And that's what they say.
Most people can't afford it. So anyway, just try and keep your heads above water, stay out of trouble as best you can, because even the most minorest issue, they're going to try and take it off you, and they'll just say, okay, you fight it in court and spend $15,000. So That's how they're doing people over. So just be careful. Just try to abide by the law where you should, but just do what you can. Abide by the law. Always have your gun license in the back of your mind.
Yep, exactly. As we know, the police win by bankruptcy. They just keep taking you to court and appeals and make you go bankrupt, so you can't carry on and fight, even though you're in the right.
If only they. I was going to say, if only they did that when they're constantly paying out, victims of their crime, throughout every year, like they did in Victoria. Was it $34 million or thereabouts in illegal arrests, battery, assault, false imprisonment, false arrest. I mean, things aren't looking good right now, are they, in Australia at the moment? So we're praying they're going to get better, though. We're positive at the moment. We're praying they are going to get better. But unfortunately, that monetary value just keeps going up, and they just keep spending more of our money on bad Apple police officers, unfortunately.
Well, here we go here, Jason. Just brought this up here. Get this up here. Hang on, guys. Alrighty, so this is New South Wales. Oh, thank you very much, Lockie, for your donation of $15 for the ammo fund. It will be going towards ammo very soon, actually. Thank you very much. I got some big cal rifles actually coming.
Hey, let me just say one thing. I haven't read this because you haven't sent it to me, but I have an awful feeling that many of us in this thread right now that are watching this live stream, I don't know because you can read the title. David Shoebridge is a member of the Greens, but I feel like I'm probably going to agree with what David says in this thing. I haven't even read it yet, which is a shame that we're actually going to agree on something.
Yeah. Well, and this sort of leads into tonight's topic as well. So here we go. New South Wales misconduct. Okay, this is all about, of course, New South Wales. And it's been revealed that over the financial year of 2019-2020, the New South Wales police farce has the state taxpayers who fund them paid out $24,164,658.82 to settle the defund police misconduct claims. Geez, they know how to string things out, don't they? And it goes on here.
No, it's to settle and defend the misconduct claims.
Oh, defend. Yeah, sorry, defend. Not defund. I sound like a lefty. The annual figure is around 300 civilian actions taken against New South Wales police. Well, geez, I haven't got my calculator on me, but 300 divided by 24 million. That's one hell of a big claim per incident, isn't it?
And that's if they're all paid out. I'm not sure. It says the number of civil cases brought against them. Doesn't mean they win all those civil cases, most likely, unless it is 298 cases that have been paid out of the total. But, I mean, maybe ones that of the civil cases bought around 300, if they've paid out on 300, that's quite a significant amount,
This means that the force is being sued at least once every working day for the actions like assault, battery, unlawful imprisonment, and miscellaneous prosecution. So basically, well, I assume prosecuting people with no evidence or fiddling the book, cooking the book.
You're getting it wrong, dude. That's malicious prosecution.
Oh,
you got to get those spec savers, man. When are you going to spec savers, man? Get those.
I've got to move the screen forward. Hang on. Yeah, sorry. Malicious prosecution. So, not good at all. So I want to know, we've talked about this before, Jason. So when the cops get done for this sort of stuff, assault and battery, right? You and me, we're basically going to prison for this shit. What happens to them? They get sent off without pay or some crap like that, and they're still allowed to walk amongst us with a fucking firearm. I'm sorry, not good enough. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, well, if they're paying out it says for the actions of assault, battery, and unlawful imprisonment and malicious prosecution. So that means malicious prosecution. That means they're either making things up or it's malicious in some way to attack a certain individual or group of people. So I mean, it's clearly not good. $24 million of tax, and don't forget, guys, they're just paying us our money back. It's not their money; it's taxpayer funded money, which is what it says on the top there. The state taxpayers who fund, so they're using our money to pay out their unlawful conduct. I mean, wow, man, wow, just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. and just just got it's long. I'll put the link. And here's our old mate David Shoebridge. Shoebridge is not the only only one crying foul over the refusal of New South Wales Police to air its dirty linen. It turns out the Law Enforcement Conduct Commission has also been questioning the millions police are squandering on an annual basis. Jeez. Yeah. So I hate to say it.
They're also squandering our money. They're also squandering their funding money too. Wow.
Sydney criminal lawyers, which is this website's from, spoke to David Shoebridge about the implications of misconduct figures, how he'd like to see the information utilised for the betterment of the community, and why the New South Wales Police is currently shaping up should be the concern of the public. Well, of course, it should be the concern of the public. No, they're getting done for basically assault and battery of people, which isn't on at all.
There's a good part there too. Just scroll back up to this. Wait there, down just a touch. It says that scroll down a little bit more, just a touch, one bit more. Yeah, here we go. The data has been notoriously hard to come by, yet we're talking over 300 civilian actions taken against police each year. What's the level of secrecy around this leading to? So again, are they trying to hide the cases, or what's happening? Where's the transparency? I really hate to say I agree with David Shoebridge here, man. I love to say that, but at the end of the day, he's right. He's basically right. Yeah, at the end of the day, what he's saying is correct.
Here they go, attacking a poor elderly man here. Allegedly, attacking a poor elderly man here. Manhandling, by the looks of it. And there's
scroll up just above that photo. Here we go. So there's around 2 million, down a bit, just down that under it. Yep. So there's around 2 million worth of public money being handed out a month to cover the misconduct of the police. How would you suggest this could be better spent? Well, not covering up misconduct, obviously. I mean,
or if you are tied up in this and you lose your job instantly and all benefits gone. You're going to be tough on these guys. Now, just not a slap on the wrist and you go back to work, you're gone. If someone brings up misconduct and it's found out this is it, you're finished. You're gone.
Anyway, I've got to go wash my mouth out with soap, agreeing with David Shoebridge. But what do you do? Sometimes you just got to say, okay, yeah, I agree. What do you say? What more can you say?
Yeah, exactly. It's I hate to say it. Shoebridge may be right on this one. We need to be transparent, and we need to know where taxpayers' money's going. It's that simple. It's our money. We work. We all work hard, and we want to know where the hell our money's going. I hate to say
Matthew Thomas says that's an average of $113,000 per payout.
Jeez.
Yeah, I agree. People are saying they should be paying out of their own pocket for this sort of criminal behaviour, which is what it is. I mean, they don't pay out for nothing. I mean, they should be either booted out of the force, then civil charges, or the police should be charging them for whatever the issues are that they caused in the line of their duties, not abiding by the law. So,
exactly. Yeah, it's pretty bad when it comes to this. 24 million. Still waiting. Well, so we got the Victoria one. We got the New South Wales figures. I can't wait to see the Queensland figures.
Yeah, you guys like to get amongst it up there, so we wonder what that'll be. You got a bit less people, so anyway, what do you do? But anyway, we forgot to read out the people in the chat, dude. So maybe we'll do that now. Oh, nothing more.
Thank you to Ben Tasmania for the $5 super chat for the washing powder fund to get your bird shirt back.
Well, again, guys, I got to say it. It's one of my work shirts today, so I did have to change it. Just I didn't want to offend anyone with the little birds on the shirt, so I did have to take it off. It's just sitting over there next to the bed. So you bastards gave me that much grief about it, so I had to, do it. But anyway, we've got who we got here. We've got Overland 4x4, another regular on the show. Cliff Lee, the Bushranger Brotherhood. The Bushranger Brotherhood of Victoria, I should say. Chris Legendary, Dave Hubner. Welcome back, all regulars. Chris Miller, of course, our buddy down there from Victoria. Snake the Peg, Conservative. Sniper Hunter, GK. We've got Epic Flyer. We've got our buddy JR, Liam Cumbo, Aaron Johnson. We've also got Front Toward Enemy. Have we seen Front Toward Enemy? Maybe we have. Another guy named Jason, just Jason. So I haven't seen him before. Sorry, Jace, but great name, of course, because my name's Jason too. Our buddy Colin Penfold from down southern New South Wales there, or just down south of Sydney. We've got ART 0540. We've got our buddy Daniel Andrews 124777. Nick Blackwell. We've also got Andrew McKindo. Sorry if I got that wrong, Andrew. I do apologise. Harps 666. We've got who else? We've got Conservative Sniper Hunter, which I already read. Peter Telford, N Salty, Trevor Cassidy, Ben from Tasmania, who I think we just read out his super chat. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a few more. Peter from the NSC as well. Phantom HD, Benny 881, our buddy Matt Cato. Lots of people in the chat. I'm just scrolling up through. Mr. Wonderful, Fox 860, Matt Thomas. Who else we got? Jack One. Yeah, a lot of people, regular people in the chat. M. Gabriel. You know who I haven't seen tonight, Aaron? Tech support. Where is tech support when you need him? He hasn't commented if he's in the stream.
He must be up there. He must be up there selling solar panels.
Yeah, very disappointing tech support. We expect you to see you in the chat this week. Archie Kaboom. Of course, Rob was woodworking as well, who we just brought up his website before. Scrive7, Anth. We've got John Howard. Oh, no, we've got Dan Andrews 124777. Now we've got John Howard. I'm sure that's obviously a funny one. And then Neil H as well. So thanks to all the regular guys in the chat. We always like to give you a shout out because, you guys join us on the chat. So that's what we like to do for you guys and give you a bit of a shout out for joining us on the stream every week.
Yes, exactly. And there is a few new ones. We've also got a friend, Overland 4x4. I've seen he's made a few comments tonight. Good to see him again as well. He's a great site as well. So go check him out. Yes, it's well, that was definitely a bit of interesting stuff there with how much they actually do pay out. It's unbelievable. Do you think we're going to get results? I don't think we are. They're not going to tell us the full truth, are they? Really?
No, man, it's disappointing. Just this. Again, if you're going to enforce laws, you got to abide by the same laws, not try and exert your authority where you don't have any. So, hence $24 million in payouts, and I think it was over that in Victoria. We've mentioned that one before. The guy's getting which we know about. We'll just the BJ in the club from his missus and gets shot in the guts as a as a thank you from the police. So
not in the guts. He was shot in the back.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he was shot in the back.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even worse. I mean, I thought he got shot in the abdomen too, but there were so many shots flying around. Probably got hit in multiple places. So, and what did he get? 4.something million, 4.4 million, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, the largest payout in Victorian history. Yeah, pretty bad. So we will, and that's been half an hour, and we get people complaining that we take too long to get to the topic tonight. But that's just the way it goes, and we're pretty unscripted here, especially on nights. And
just so people understand too, we try and get it towards the middle of the show because that's when the most people join in. If we did it at the start, people miss out, or the people that join the stream that are getting home from work and not going to hear the topic or what we're talking about or get their questions answered. So we normally leave it till between 7:50 and sort of 8:10, 8:15 around that time to get it done because that's when the most people are on.
Yeah, and also I get a couple of people getting up me saying I got to be putting timestamps on everything. I'm sorry, guys. I just literally just do not have time for that. I've got a business to run. We finish a live stream. That's the end of it. We can't be going through and putting timestamps through absolutely everything. It's just not viable or it's just not feasible. I basically finish this live stream, go to bed and get up at 4 a.m. That's it. For me, I haven't got time to go through and put timestamps on everything, and neither does Jason. He's really busy as well. But before we get to the next thing, we will just thank our Epic Flyer for the $10 super chat. I went hunting on a new property on the outskirts of Toowoomba. Oh, not too far from me. This weekend, gone by. I kid you not, I saw two separate mobs of about 50 or so pigs smashing through. It was quite a sight. Well, Epic Flyer, give me a yell and I will come hunting with you. I'm only about an hour or so away from Toowoomba.
And you can go past a football game, what the Toowoomba Clydesdales or whatever they're called. Like I think it's the worst team in the QRL or whatever it is. So
So yeah, so hit me up, Epic Fly. I'm coming hunting with you. So it sounds awesome.
Like, dude, just give me the address. We'll meet up. Give me the GPS coordinates. We'll meet there.
Yeah, Jason will even rush the border just to get up here.
Yeah. Don't worry about closures, mate. I'll be there hunting.
Exactly.
Which is a joke, by the way, for any authorities listening, just in case, we don't want to incriminate ourselves. That's a joke. It's a joke.
Well, we did report on the guy up in Stanthorpe whose actual property, half his property is on New South Wales, half is on what is it, Queensland, and he has a gate, and he can't take his Queensland guns over to his back paddocks because it's illegal.
Classic. Yeah, that's right. So what do you do? Excuse me. What do you do? I mean, when you can't go you can't even go to your back fence.
It's like the Mexican border. Just open the gate and let him in. You could be a Queensland coyote.
Yeah, I know. Ardo says, "Nah, man, don't do jokes, mate. Just you watch yourself." I said, "Yeah, mate. That's why you got to say everything. No one's got a sense of humor these days. Unfortunately, we'd like to do the right thing. We don't break laws. We're good law-abiding citizens. We don't do that. We don't want to jeopardize our gun licenses because we're good law-abiding citizens. So, well, much more you can really say about it. Hence the reason why I've still got a gun license because we don't break laws.
Exactly. Yep. We don't even really raise our voices at all, do we?
Yeah, some guy might have a go at me like a couple of weeks ago in a car park at like Woolworths. I didn't even just turned around and he muttered something like I was a pussy or something, and I said, yeah, it's just I don't. It doesn't worry me. I couldn't care less. I just laugh at these idiots, man. Like they think they're intimidating you or whatever. It's just like, yeah, see you, dude. Like you're not. Why give people energy that are worth nothing to you? It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, totally agree. Thank you very much, Matt, for the 22.99 super chat. Can't say what I want to say on super chat, so I'll say for the ammo fund. Thank you very much, Matt. Nice guy. Emails me sometimes. We have a bit of a chat. Is a top bloke. Good stuff.
And once we get into after the like stuff, we're going to a little bit of stuff we're going to talk about. We'll just get straight to your questions. We'll talk guns, hunting, whatever you guys want to talk about. We'll answer your questions when we go through them. It's going to be great, but we're doing pretty good on the numbers tonight, guys. Well done, 224, which is bloody fantastic. I've got to say, guys, Hootie was a hit, but Jason's even more of a hit. Every time I'm on the show, we're just boosting those numbers every single week. So sorry, Hootie, I'm number one, sir. I'm number one.
Well, get your answer down in the comment section. Do you want Jason on his podcast to interview Hootie Who? He's meant to be interviewing Hootie Who, Mark from Fit and Fire, but we're still waiting. So you got to hurry up and do that.
I am going, but the numbers are proving that Jason is a hit. That's all I'm going to say. Let's move on.
Before we do move on, I want to thank the NSC for supporting this, sponsoring this episode and bringing it to you guys. Big thank you to them. And remember, the NSC are a genuine reason right now in Victoria, Queensland, and New South Wales. So forget about the organisations that do absolutely nothing for you apart from take your money. These guys actually do fight for you, and they go forward on what they say. They just don't sit there and do nothing. They do fight in court for you. And I know for a fact that I can't talk about right now, they have got a few things happening in court, and they're about to do a big win for all shooters. So definitely, if your membership's up with the useless organisations, get on over if you're in those 3 states and sign up to the NSC, because your fees go towards fighting gun bans. So we all know their track record. They're a lot better than the other people. So thank you so much for them for bringing you this episode. And once again, we've got another super chat before we get on to the actual topic for tonight. Sorry, guys. It's like to clean house before we move on to things. Thank you very much, Alex, for the ammo fun and because I love the show. Thank you very much, Alex. Really do appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you. So we do have a big story after we talk about this tonight. And I've got inside information what happened in Brisbane about this in the last couple of days. Someone that was actually there and saw it actually happen firsthand. So, yeah, stay tuned for the story after we talk about what we actually said we're going to talk about. So what we're talking about is there something bad coming for shooters? And for starters, I want to hear what you're going to say down in the comments section. And Jason, we talk about this. We've been talking about this for quite a while, haven't we? It's been so quiet, hasn't it? Shoebridge, he hardly rears his ugly little head out there. Gun Control Australia, you don't hear anything from them. It's just so quiet, and this happened before the Adler restrictions and bans. It was all quiet, and all of a sudden they hit us with this. So is this them all like scheming on something? Is there something they're cooking up or going to try and do us over? Who knows? It's just a hard one to know. I just can't believe the Greens have been so quiet. Gun Controllers Australia has been quiet. What is going on in the background?
Was that a question or?
Yes, it was a question.
What are we bringing up? Anyway, let's bring up our topics. What are we bringing up? It was a
topic. Once again, you didn't even listen.
I was listening to Bridge. Well, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to agree? We agree on too much. That's why we got to start disagreeing on something eventually.
Well, that's what we've been talking about. Is this quiet, the storm? They're quiet before the storm. Are they going to try to hit us with something major, like absolutely major? Because I do know of one gun ban that may be coming. I've talked to some wholesalers about it, but I can't just say what it is right now because hopefully it won't come to fruition. So, is there something big coming? Because I've been so quiet for so long. You go look at Gun Control Australia's website, and they've been extremely quiet.
Well, here we go. We'll read a bit of an interesting one. So Nick Blackwell says, the bad news is speculation, ? Well, if I had to if I was a speculating man, which we were before COVID, we did say, quite a number of times they would target us after the COVID issues came out when they closed the gun shops in Victoria. Obviously, we were too right on that because we said, 3 to 6 months, I think we said. Literally within 4 to 6 weeks, we're already being tacked. There was about 15 gun bans over that time in Western Australia, which, if you watch previous live streams, you would have seen those. People getting their gun license taking off them from COVID breaches. So to say that it might be speculation, to be brutally honest with you, but at the end of the day, also too, our speculation literally at every turn has been correct. I mean, again, if you've been a long time listener of the live stream and many people listening to this live stream, that's what's come true. I mean, I had this same issue with a guy the other day when we were talking about the different politics and fighting in court, and he was having a go at a certain political party that didn't do well in the Hunter Valley by-election just north of Sydney here in New South Wales, and maybe there needs to be a leadership change of that pro-gun party. And I said, well, he goes, I disagree probably with me on semi-automatics and so forth. I said, where have you been, dude? I mean, there's been 15 gun bans in WA. There's been 1, 2, I think, in Victoria, which the NSC helped out with. They're trying to stop guns coming into WA. There's issues down in Tasmania as we speak. And he goes, I'll stick to, the politics. If we didn't have this certain party in politics, we wouldn't have our guns. And I go, but there's no pro-gun parties in Queensland. Queenslanders have still got their guns, and in fact probably have better gun laws than New South Wales. So this rusted on bootlicking political party supporters, whether you're pro-gun or otherwise, haven't done a single thing for shooters in a long time. That's not the way forward. I thought it was for 10 years. It's not. It's never going to be. And we saw an election wipeout, not only in WA for pro-gun parties, including the Shitters and Fishers, including the Liberal Democrats, including the Liberal Nationals even in WA. And then we had a massive swing against SFP at the by-election in the Hunter. So don't tell me that we're building. We're not building. We're going backwards. That's quite obvious.
So where did that come from?
What?
Your rant.
Oh, just again, we're having this conversation about speculation. I mean, again, it's everything we said's come true. So I don't know. Yeah, it might be speculation. We've speculated in the past, and again, we hate to be right. We don't want to be right, but we bloody are. It's just, hey, I don't want to be right. I wish I could say we're not. We are.
As Trump says, we just can't stop winning.
Well, I'd like there not to be gun bans. That would be bloody fantastic, wouldn't it? We'd all probably, we'd all love it, but it's just not the case. So anyway, what do you do?
I couldn't agree with you more, Jason.
Chris Miller said, "Play the siren, you bastard, Chris." That's it. You're no longer.
I was actually trying to find it, but I'm going to give Jason a leeway because he's back from holiday. He's used up his one holiday day.
Yeah, right. All I can say is 200, Chris, 231. I was watching the stream last week. Hootie had 150 throughout the whole show. So there's the evidence right there, my friend. There's the evidence.
Exactly.
And I'm also back, and I've got to send him his gun bag this week. So send me a message, Chris. Remind me this week. I'll try and get it out Friday morning for you. And send me your address again. I've got to get it.
Oh, Jesus. Well, okay. Thank you very much, Alex, for the $15 super chat. Why can't the three of you boys be on at once? I'm assuming Alex means Hootie who? Hey, we will. We'll get Hootie on. I talk to Hootie all the time. He's a good friend. We talk all the time. And he said he's happy to come on anytime he wants. So I'll send him another message. But I'm actually getting hold of, really quite a famous person who should hopefully be coming on very soon. So I hope if everything falls together, they should be coming on. So, yep, definitely Hootie will be coming on again. He's a bit of a stable on this channel. And
maybe even a super live stream with all three of us. Imagine the numbers if it was a super live stream.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be coming on with all three of us, that's for sure. And
here you go. Here's one for you, Aaron. Demolition Ranch. Could we get Demolition Ranch on, you reckon?
Yeah, he's a little bit harder to get hold of, that's for sure, even though he gave me a shout-out a while ago, apparently, I was told, but I didn't see that. Someone messaged me and said, Demolition Ranch just gave you a big shout-out.
And let me say one thing, the good thing about Hootie Who, guys, he's down to earth. He's got like 200,000 subscribers. I mean, he'll probably, couple of years, probably be up to 1 million in no time and still got time for, smaller channels and still loves to have a chat, gets up early and is happy to be on this live stream. I mean, that's how awesome is that? A lot of those guys at that really higher level, you have to pay them to be on your show, $5,000 or $10,000 for them to be on your show. That's what they command. You might laugh, but that's the truth. I mean, they actually, I'm not saying Demolition Ranch charges money. I don't know, but I know some of them definitely charge $5,000 to $10,000 to appear at your gun shows or whatever it may be, on your live streams, your whatever it may be. And you're like, pay? What the hell? But hey, they're at that level where they've built that platform and that's what they think they're worth. So.
Yeah, and they get it. Like, I can tell you now, because I have seen it. A couple of YouTubers out there, gun YouTubers, get paid the average $6,500 per gun review. And they do 2 a week. $6,500 they get paid.
Be nice, to do full-time gun stuff. I'd love to do full-time gun stuff. It'd be awesome.
I'd love to be traveling around Australia, just meeting people. I'm talking guns.
Here you go from Aaron Jackson. Get bikini girls on, you'll break the internet. Well, hey, I've mentioned that to Aaron one time, but he's sort of half keen on the idea. What do you guys think? Is it cheesy or what to get a couple of bikini clad models on? What do you think?
You've got to pay for bikini clad models these days.
Is that how far we've gone down the barrel? We're going to now pay them? Come on.
Yeah,
do we?
Yeah. Exactly. All this OnlyFans stuff and that, you got to pay them for everything. Here's a funny thing: the OnlyFans, the one that the last week, she did her main simp guy who pays money paid $10,000 to meet the OnlyFans. This chick, $10,000. He got a hug. A month later, she was posting on Instagram saying, Oh, me and my boyfriend are going around the world on a world trip with this guy's money. Jesus, all these chicks just want money these days, just not want to have the pleasure of shooting guns with us.
Here we go. Here's someone that Mr. 3030. He was not happy with Hootie. He goes, "Oh, come on. You want to see Hootie back on?" Question mark. The guy was half asleep. Every caliber that was mentioned, he had to ask if down in Australia we had that caliber as we only have 22s or something. Okay, well.
You got to remember, Hootie gets up at 2 in the morning to be on the show for us.
Yeah,
you can understand
exactly.
that. He's up at 2 in the morning to get on the show with us. Jesus, you
Exactly.
got to cut the poor bugger a bit of slack. Hang on, quickly, we just want to thank Chris Miller, smuggling my money out to you lads from Victoria. Good stuff. If I cannot get my cash can for gun-related items. That is awesome. Thank you very much, Chris. Much
Anyway,
appreciated.
Chris just has to accept we're going to be hunting deer on his property one day. So, Chris, I just keep saying it, man, but I'm going to send you that gun bag, man. But hint, hint, man, we need that invite, man, probably the next 12 months, dude. Otherwise, you will not be the premium our top streamer supporter. That's what I was trying to say.
We got the invite. We just don't know if we want to go down there because we might get stuck down there.
Exactly. Too. Listen, we'll give him a bit of slack. I'll tell you why. Because we don't want to get caught down in bloody Mexican country. Because if we end up getting caught down there, we may not be allowed back, and we both have to go back to work. So
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that's why Udi is pretty tired because he's up at 2 in the morning to come on the show to help me out. And I could not be more grateful to Hootie Hoo for helping me out. It's an absolutely lovely bloke. And one of the only guys that will answer all your questions, and he'll always return a message to you.
Yeah. Where a lot of people don't go, as you get to that level, people just don't want to, they're sort of, again, too good for the average plebs like us, or the shooting community. But, that's where they make their money. That's why we always answer questions, me and Aaron, as best we can. We don't just do the super chats. We try and do as many questions as we possibly can. You guys know that. So, because we're just like you. We're not any better than anyone else. We're just regular Joes that love shooting and love guns, and so we can help people, or we know something about it, and that's awesome. We give him back's the most important thing, for us. So
exactly. And talking about that, thank you very much, Ben, for your $2. And we got our good friend.
No teeth model. Oh, I don't know about that. Not maybe probably Aaron's cup of tea. Mine, not so much, dude. So just let you know that.
I'm about to turn 50. I'm not that old yet for a gum job. M. Trundle, ammo fun for the boys. Thank you very much, M. Trundle. That is awesome. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. So we do have one little story. Then we're going to get into. We've still got a bit of time anyway, so we'll talk about this. Came up at the last minute. My mate has been at the show. Yeah, this is funny. I'm sorry, it's just funny. And I got an insider story that the mainstream media will not tell you. So I'll bring this up.
Let me say one thing. Epic Flyer said, make sure Bikini Girl have Aaron's hair gel there and in their hairs too. So yeah, his hair's pretty spiky, man. What sort of product do you put in that, dude? Holy shit, man! It's like some gel or some. What do you buy that stuff that goes in it and whatever,
Well, you jealous because I got here.
Hey, I'm still. It's not doing too bad. It's still pretty good. It's for age 40. It's a lot better than my mates. So,
50 years old, and I have to have a haircut every 4 weeks because I have luscious locks. No going bald here, man.
Perfect. Lucky.
Okay, Stan. Hootie Hoo matters and ammo fun. Thank you very, very much. Yep, Hootie is awesome. And we've got another one here. We have to read the story to you as well.
Oh, shit,
Aaron
no.
Jace in a bikini. No, that will not happen.
No.
No.
I don't think any of you guys want to see us in a bikini unless it was because we had to make restitution for something we did on the internet. Otherwise, would get sued or jail time. That's the only time we do it. So,
well, this is another one. Stratton did send me a very nice message. He's the guy who was being persecuted by the NT police for saving the life of his neighbour. You would have known we talked about a couple of weeks ago, and he wants to thank all of you for getting behind him and helping him out. It means a lot to him. Very nice guy. So if you haven't already, go to the Gofundme, go back a couple of videos, you'll see the link. It's on NSC's site as well. He's the hero that saved his neighbour's life, and the police want to put him in prison for it because he took his rifle with him.
Rob said Jason in a mankini. Definitely not. But Aaron's going to put that GoFundMe in the description, guys. So if you didn't hear about that, it was the guy, his neighbor got stabbed. He went there with his gun or whatever the case was. And now he's on all these charges. So you guys helped out really awesome. We want to thank you as well. Doesn't help us. We don't get any money, but we're helping out the guys in this industry that want to get this guy off these charges, these ridiculous charges. So after the show, Aaron's going to put the link in the description. If you could quickly go and give a couple of bucks if you haven't already, that'd be great.
Yep, exactly. And our good friend JR, guys, I actually purchased an Arkin SH4 Gen 2. It's a great scope. Beat spending over $2,000 for the same quality. Mate, you do not have to spend big bucks to get good quality, that's for sure. Especially at certain distances. Hunting distances, you don't spend a lot of money on a good scope at all.
Yeah, I heard the Arkans are pretty good. I think, he's done a few? T-Rex, Typosaurus Rex has done a few on the Arkan, if I'm correct. Not sure which models, but yeah, I like Typosaurus Rex. I think he's just well-spoken. He did a good write-up on that Kentucky ballistics after that sniper incident where he blew up the gun, and he did a good wrap-up of that and how it might have happened. So, yeah, check that out.
He did respond to me once when I talked to him. A nice guy. Yeah, definitely. I like T-Rex. He's a top bloke. Down to earth too. Non-PC. Awesome.
Yeah, right up our alley.
Zach, the super chats keep coming in. Thank you so much,
guys. All right, you should. We got to get to the topic, guys. We want to answer your questions in a minute as well. But hey, if you want one answered now, I guess you can super chat, and then we'll have to answer it now. But
okay, well, here we go. This is from the Land Force convention this week in Brisbane. So it's basically the military convention that happens up here. And all the, I'll just get rid of this other message. So they show off tanks and rocket launchers and stuff that we can't have, 50 cals of suppressors that we can't have up here. So a mate of mine actually works in this whole area, and he was talking to me about it. So in Brisbane, and this disrupt land forces were arrested on Tuesday after they allegedly smeared fake blood. I can tell you now it wasn't allegedly because my mate saw this happen on the steps outside Brisbane Centre. So, yeah, it was very interesting. I'm just going to forget about the mainstream media article and tell them what actually happened. Mate was saying when he was walking into the convention centre, all these long-haired, blue-haired freaks with signs around them were actually photographing every single person that went into the centre. Now, here's a funny story that the mainstream media will not say. He said they were standing there, and one of these freaks, they actually broke in, because I did have a picture somewhere, standing on one of the tanks. They got in. They actually rushed a soldier. One of these ladies rushed a soldier, and he just clocked her, knocked her clean out. And nothing's happened. From what I heard, nothing has happened to the soldier. He was only defending himself. I don't know if the exact story about it, but he said, yeah, he did. He was rushed by one of these freaks, these dreadlotted freaks ladies, and he just defended himself and clocked her one and knocked her out. And they actually did break in illegally and were jumping all over these tanks because there was photos on the internet of that. So, yeah, that's a bit of news that happened in Brisbane this week. But, yeah, the photos my mate sent me was awesome. We got this here, this freak here going on about, I actually got a picture of him here. Oh, I did somewhere. And he's talking about if there's no war, there's no crap. Oh, geez, there we go. You right? Sorry, guys. Jason's just playing silly buggers.
I had to do it again, guys. It was the same doing the siren on me, so I'll do it to him now.
Fair enough, too. So, yeah, these guys were just all out there and causing all sorts of trouble. They threw red paint everywhere and carrying on about the anti-war. Then they started going on about Israel defending themselves and the whole gravy train and all that sort of crap. So, yep. And what I like to see, I do have photos somewhere. Here we go. Finally, Queensland Police doing their job. Got some protest on the ground by the head. So this guy is obviously one of the unemployed freaks, I assume, who had nothing better to do on a weekday than work. And here he is being arrested and handcuffed and chucked in the back of a paddy wagon. So
Maybe
thank you.
this one. Adrian Zara. Ah, yes, the bullshit alarm. Smashed him. Everyone's loving it. Thank you, everybody. I thought it was hilarious too. I wasn't sure because I wasn't sure what sound it would make because I had to go on YouTube and just find one. I knew it was going to go into the stream through my mixing deck here, which you can see right in front of me. So I knew it was going to work, and good shit. That was the ultimate revenge. Ultimate revenge.
It was. I'm going to give you that one actually, but my revenge is going to be. My revenge is going to be even worse.
Anyway, we'll get to the last 30 minutes, guys, of the show. Put your comment. What do you think? Anything to finish off with that one, mate? Or
no, stuff you. It was actually a good thing I was going to talk about. It happened, so stuff you. Here we go. Here we go. So we got more freaks here. Who got nothing better to do during the week, not working. Anti-war, anti-everything. So, yep, that's it. Jason ruined it, guys, for everyone.
That was pretty good, guys. You got to admit that, eh? What do you reckon? Pretty awesome, I reckon. But anyway, let's start talking about a bit of guns, hunting, fishing, whatever you guys want to talk about. Put your comments in we'll finish off with the Q&A. Yeah, everyone's loving this. Ha ha. All of them, Phantom HD, Stan Mance, Griffo, Chris Miller, they're all loving it. So thank you. I really enjoyed that. Anyway, put your comments in. What do you want to talk about? Tell us about what you bought. Tell us about any guns you want to buy. We might be able to help you out. Tell us anything. Put your comments and we'll read them out. Of course, if you want a super chat, we don't expect that. But if you do want to get it up there, guaranteed read, because there's a lot of people having discussions in the comments. We just got to see what we see when we see it. So.
You cut off, Jason.
Sorry, got you back.
Yep. Mr. Griffo, how about the old bloke who was assaulted by 2 undercover officers? I hadn't heard about that. I would like to hear about that, actually. If you got a link, we'll bring that up next week.
Wasn't that old guy we were talking about, was it? I think if we did a couple of weeks ago, I'm sure we spoke about it. I think. I can't remember. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. No, not another. There's just so many assaults by these people. You just can't keep up. Well, obviously, New South Wales can't. $24 million payouts for that. Thank you so much, Overland, our good buddy from Overland, Australia. An $80 super chat. Before I leave, here is a little extra to shoot a propane tank in the next video. See you next week. I did actually shoot a full 9 kg propane tank years ago, and it leveled about 20 square meters in a split second. You won't see that video anymore because my first channel was taken down because I'm not PC. But, yeah, it's pretty interesting shooting the propane tanks, especially a brand new full 9 kg one. Thank you so much, Overland, for that.
Yeah, man. Good, mate. $79.99. Holy shit, that's bloody awesome. Here we go. We've got Adzi, PWC bloke in Australia. My LA 101 arrives this week. Super excited, mate. You're going to have a great time with that gun. What is LA 101? Is that the 22? Is that LA 101? Yeah. And you got the 102 is the centerfire, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, I got an LA 101 and it is awesome. So sweet to shoot. Absolutely love it.
Here we go. Stan Mance, Element Scopes. Any good? Had a play. Element Scopes are by a bunch of American dudes and Matt Dubber from South Africa. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty good. I have not played with one at all, man, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people making scopes at the moment, isn't there? A lot of new manufacturers coming out with scopes, Element being one of them. I'm not sure how long Arkin Bean's going, but, again, a lot of these newish ones coming onto the market. There's a lot of different ones. We've got some Australian ones come out. There's, heaps of, I just don't know. What do you think? Do you reckon what do you guys think in the comments? Is there enough movement in, market share to be able to bring out more scope companies? Let us know in the comments what you think. I don't know. They look like good scopes. I mean, they're obviously made in the factory as well, as long as they track good. Haven't heard anything bad. So, mate, give them a go and you let us know.
Well, hang on. That old guy was the one that NSC helped out once again. That's why you should join them. The one that the surprise safe check, and they kicked his door as a gate open and clocked him one. And that was the one we talked about a few episodes ago. So, yeah, that we did talk about that one, just to bring it up. Okay,
what else we got?
Yep, there we go. Colin Penfold. The bolt in the sour is very tight. There's a friction between the sides of the bolt, and I don't know if that's a problem. No, it is not. It will, like most bolts, they will loosen up. My sour is just smooth as butter. It is unbelievable, the sour 223 I got. I can't remember. I think Colin brought his in 308, I think. But yeah, not if it's tight, not a problem. Not a problem. They do. All bolts and all guns will loosen up in time. But yeah, sour is one of the smoothest bolts that I've ever had.
Yeah, we've got Tiny Budgie said license approved. One thing I didn't know. Sorry, he's got the license approved, and the second I did, the lockdown happened. Yeah, man. What do you do? Just try the best you can. Get out there and buy some guns when you can. I'm going to do just one more, Aaron, because there's some quick ones here. 0540 police brutality seems to be a hot topic at the moment. Yeah, I mean, obviously what's going on in Victoria more so. And then JR thinking about a 7mm SORM short action ultra mag build next year. Let us know how you go. Let us know what your build's going to be, what barrel you're going to put on their scope, stock. You're going to run a chassis. Let us know. We always love that sort of stuff and love seeing your photos of your builds too. If you want to send them to us on text message or Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want to do, email, all those ones above.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Pig Hunter, for the $5. What's happening with your PRC, 6.5 PRC, mate? Haven't heard much about it for a while. Because I haven't shot it since the last time I talked about it, about 6 months ago. I've just got the projectiles, because as you all know, shortage on everything. I got the Sierra projectiles. I went and brought them the other day. I'm going to try and get time. Guys, I have been working so much, and I've got something pretty big coming. You're going to find out later on the year. It's more videos. I'm about to film the 5th video starting tomorrow in the series. So you'll see that. So it takes up a lot of my time, and I've got to get and make up this ammo and go and shoot it. So, and plus with all the rain and floods, I can't get onto the property to shoot because it's an absolute mud pit. But it is coming, and I'm going to get the damn thing working. I don't want a $5,000 shotgun that's meant to be a rifle. So right now it's just exploding the bullets, but I'm going to get this damn thing working. That's for sure. So it is coming, Pig Hunter. I promise you.
MB, just a couple of quick runs. Aaron MBC just bought a Pardus lever, so enjoy that. Matt Cato, he bought a laser IR torch for his Pard, so nice. Then this is an interesting one. Mr. Griffo said, Vortex Venoms, are they any good? They must be the new scope. I haven't heard anything about them right at the moment. I'm not sure about their price point. I think they're going to be cheaper than the PST Gen 2s, if I'm correct. I'm not sure how much cheaper, but I'm not sure where in the market that's going to fit into, and it all depends on what you're trying to do with it. Is it hunting? I think the Venom, I think it's 5 to 25 by, is it 50 or 56? I think it might be 56.
Yeah, it is. 56, 52, something like that. I got one on my Ruger Precision. Not a bad scope. It's mid-range.
He's talking about the new Venoms. Are they going to be any good? Well, we don't know. I don't even think anyone's even got one yet. So I'd say if it's a 5 to 25, it'd probably be a long range rig, wouldn't it? Wouldn't be a hunting scope. I don't think a long range hunting scope, but
My mate's just brought one. He just picked it up the other day, and so he hasn't mounted it yet. But just looking through it, he said it is quite nice. So we'll
Yeah,
keep you
I mean,
informed. We'll bring that
yeah.
to you anyway. We'll tell you next week about it. Here's Hordo. I love your work, boys. Are Kimber handguns any good? Yes, they are. They are awesome guns. A friend of mine, he has a 1911 Kimber, and it is smooth as silk. It is an awesome gun. They are very, very nice.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, I've heard good things about him too. And bringing that up, Conservative Sniper Hunter says, how many people are going to get their pistol licenses this year? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Hey, one for you, Aaron, Peter Telford. Any more Shooting Stuff Australia merchandise coming?
I have absolutely no idea. I actually made it a few years ago. Everyone said yes, yes, yes. When I released it, no one brought it. So it's a lot of work. But I may be looking at something in the future through a third party. So I think that's going to be the way to go in future for it all.
Yeah. And Neil H says, come on, guys, hit the thumbs up button. Yes, hit the thumbs up button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Good one from ART 540. Top quality scopes are cheap to actually manufacture. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of companies out there. We've heard this there. I think even, I'm not sure, again, I know Vortex might even be one of them where they're making the reticles, but where do their glass come from? Who does the grinding of the glass? Where do the bell housing or the housing of the scope actually come from? And, again, people would say, we make our own scopes. Like, there are manufacturers out, I'm not saying them, but there are manufacturers out there that just get all the products, all the glass and all the stuff done for them, and they just assemble the scope. So, I mean, some companies really make their own scopes, or do they just put a jack of all trades together and put their name on it? And there's quite a few that do it. So,
yep, the high-end European stuff, they like Carl's, they make everything in-house. And a lot of other companies do just buy the glass. Like the guy you talked to from Leica that time. They he basically said we just sell our seconds off to major scope companies, and major scope companies, as in people who think they are top tier scope companies, they get Leica's garbage basically, and put a monster price on them.
Because it all depends, you said, on the coatings and who grinds the glass. So if you're good at grinding the glass, the coatings are apparently, if your scope didn't have coatings on it, you wouldn't get anywhere near the light transmission through without the coatings. So it's, quite interesting. But Gar Operator said the Vortex Venom is cheaper than the version of the Strike Eagle. So, that's going to be under about, probably $1,100-$1,200, I think, somewhere around there. So,
I think my mate paid about $800 for his Venom. I think, but I will find out for next week, guys. Aardvark, $5. Thank you so much for your super chat. Is 223 worth loading for my first center rifle, and want to learn reloading? Yep, 223 is so easy to reload. It is easy to reload. So, and it's cheaper if you want to shoot in bulk. We all know our first rifle you shoot a lot of. So it is a very good choice for a first rifle if you want to reload. Easy to reload, dude. Just find the right projectile. Find a ballistic tip projectile and use that. Normally a Hornady. I've had no problem with the Hornady 223's projectiles at all. So find that. Find a powder you like. Or basically, when you find a powder you like, it means find one in your budget because it's pretty expensive powders these days, and it's a good cheap round to reload actually because you don't use a lot of powder.
Yeah, 223 is good. Just one for us, probably both of us. And JR, has there been an update regarding the horse shootings in the Northern Territory? Well, no, not that I've seen. I haven't looked for it, to be brutally honest. But I mean, everything seemed to go quiet. Just something doesn't just feel right about that. Just something weird, I think. I don't know. Again, purely speculation again from earlier, but something doesn't sit right about that. So maybe we'll try and find out. We'll see what comes up in the future.
And that was quite a long time ago, wasn't it, when it happened? I heard there was a court case coming up, and then that was that. We've heard nothing since then at all. We've heard nothing, and I've been fishing around for it, and haven't found anything. I don't know if it's been covered up or God knows what. The speculation, we have no idea what's happening. is one from the Bush Ranger Brotherhood of Victoria. Thank you very much. To be honest, this is a new guy. I haven't actually seen him here. I'm sorry if you have been here, but we get so many, we don't actually see everyone. Can't suggest opening a new account on a different platform. I'm trying to get off YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, Gab, all the alternatives. Okay, well, I get asked this a lot, so I'm just going to come out and say it. Gab is only a website only, so it's not an app or anything. And BitChute, Odyssey, and Rumble, if you want to upload more than one video a week, you're going to have to pay for it. And they don't really have none of them have the live streaming capabilities of what YouTube has. I hate YouTube. I don't like their politics. I don't like the PC. I pretty much don't like anything about them. But I have been on other platforms in the past, guys, and I put the same videos up and I get absolutely no traffic. And there's a lot of effort into making these videos, so I'm not going to be putting them up on platforms where no one watches them. It's a waste of my time. And I don't like YouTube. I'm going to say I don't like it. I don't like the left-leaning ways, but right now, YouTube is the one where everyone gets traffic on it. And all gun YouTubers will tell you the same thing. It's just you get no traffic on any other sites. And I've been on a few of them in the past, and now my accounts just sit dormant. BitChute, complete waste of time. Odyssey, you got to pay for them, and their live streaming doesn't really work that well, I was told. And Rumble, you got to pay if you want to put content up on there. So I've really, really got no time for it all. It's just,
Jeez, I was going to get the siren out again.
oh, geez, you are going hard this week. Oh, mate. And here I was when you went on your rant earlier. I did not get the siren out because you got upset last time. I was being nice.
We've got 15 minutes. Let's smash through. Here we go. Deciding between Zero, it's from Mr. Griffo, between Zero Tech and Vortex, both around the same price. Listen, in the interest of transparency, I got a PST Gen 2, which I don't have on a gun at the moment. It's brand new, sitting in my gun safe right now.
I use one as well.
Seems pretty good. Like if I'm picking, I probably wouldn't choose between any of those, to be brutally honest. That's just me. But again, they will do the job. I'm not slagging out any of those companies or anything like that. Again, it just comes down to personal preference. If you like one, buy one. Again, it really comes down to preference and how much you're willing to spend. I mean, again, I've got a Night Force SHV 4-14. I think they're overpriced, to be honest, Night Force, to be brutally honest with you. So I think they're great scopes. Don't get me wrong, they're fantastic. But are they necessarily better than anything else on the market at a cheaper price point? I just don't personally think so. Again, I'm not the one saying that. There's a lot of people out there way better scopes than me. I mean, you see Tibosaurus Rex, he does a lot of that sort of stuff, comparing high-end scopes to, mid to high-range tier scopes. And, if he's the guy to listen to, instead of listening to me, listen to him. And he says the exact same thing that I'm saying. So, again, your choice on what you want to buy. So,
yes, yeah, I agree. As everyone knows, for hunting scopes, mate, anything really goes. As our friend Hootie said, he puts $100 scopes on all his hunting rifles because close range, it doesn't really matter. They all work. So for hunting, you don't have to spend big bucks. Really, you don't.
MB says same action in the Mauser M18 as the Sauer 100. If that's true, I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know. Did you know that? Is that true?
No, oops.
What are you dropping, the beer or something, are you?
No, just my whiskey. $200 bottle of whiskey. No, I don't think they are the same action, but Sauer make the actions for Rigby. That's all I know. But yeah, he could be right. But I don't know if they are the same action. I'm pretty sure they're not exactly the same. I've shot them both, but yeah, both of them are very smooth and very good.
Yeah, let's hammer these out so we can answer as many as possible. Andy Markle said, submitting my license application next week. What should the first rifle be when I get back into it? Been around guns his whole life. Well, the Sauers are good. I like the Bagaras, the Howers in that price point, the Mauser M18s. We've also got Tika, if you're in that price range. Again, I don't know what your price range is, dude, but I mean, we just mentioned some great ones there. So plenty to choose from. Again, mate, depends on your level of how much money you've got, mate. So, yeah.
Here we go. Athlon scopes. Yep, everything I've seen are very good.
Yeah.
I've never used one, but yeah, everything I see, they don't. Yeah, nothing wrong with them. Can you get Athlon over here through a shop?
I know. I just saw about what day is it today? Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yeah. I saw. I was stopped to Nathan's house at Edge of the Outback. He makes hunting videos on YouTube, and he had the Athlon Cronus. I think it's the 4.5 27 by 56 or 4 by 50. I don't know. I think it had 56, but yeah, man, that actually looked really well made. I got to admit. I said, wow, and he got a bloody good price on it. So very, very nice scope. I quite liked it, actually. Just the way it was built, the knobs on it, just very nice, dude. Very nice. I liked it.
Yeah. And here's one for you, Jason. Bagara, $5 for Jason's new Chinese lures. As you know, Jason is a big supporter of China, and he buys everything from China. Even he buys his lures to rape our oceans. So, yeah. Not good at all.
Guys, hey, AliExpress, man, I've bought some hey, that light on the ground that's pumping out the green light, AliExpress, my lures. Hey, I was catching fish on them. $4 lures, mate, from little Jackal Chubby styles to vibes to, I'm not going to pay $35. I got a couple of Bass Day sugar pens. I mean, $30 a pop. Come on, give me a break, man. That's just robbery. And I'm catching fish on these things. So, hey, I'm a winner. I'm a dead set winner.
I'm sure other CCP will agree with you there.
Yeah, and I've got going hunting next week, so I'm going to make a video of that. I do have some things to show you for cold weather on that trip, so wait for that video on my YouTube channel, AHP Outdoors, probably in the next, say, 2 to 3 weeks. I'm going to put something out. Hopefully, I'm going to shoot a deer. So anyway, we'll see. Let's move on now.
What is it? The top 5 Chinese products for hunting?
No, just a few things that I've bought which will help you out. More camping related stuff. I think you will like it. You just wait and see. Conservative sniper hunter. Nothing wrong with Leopolds. Yeah, I got a couple of VX5 HDs. I've heard a few issues with tracking in the past. I don't know. I can't confirm. Again, I've got one sitting in the gun safe that's not mounted. I know Aaron's had good results with them, but again. There's, for that price range, then you're in Swaro territory. What do you want to do? Long range shooting, hunting, short range shooting. Your call, guys. Your call.
Was that a Vortex Razor?
Which one? On
what you're just talking about?
No, Swarovski. I was talking about Swaros. Like same price as the VX5 HDs, Z5s.
Oh yeah. I'd go the VX5 for sure.
Jeez, I'm copying it at my Chinese lures, man. I'm a bloody communist.
Yeah, exactly. He is, guys. Yeah, China. Yeah, every day I get text messages.
Hey, look, Aaron.
Alibaba.
This is a Ulanzi thing for my GoPro, which I'm going to use for hunting next week, where it's got like the things on top to stop the wind. Yeah, this Ulanzi little tripod, that came from China as well. So I can do this when I'm out in the field.
China.
I'm talking on it. I can, hey guys, I'm out here hunting, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, awesome. I'm just appeal to China. So
China, the new Nazis.
It's going to be good.
JR, I have an Arkin and a Strike Eagle. Strike Eagle is more expensive. The Arkin is better quality. Good stuff. Better eye relief, and the turret is very positive. Good stuff.
I like the Athlon. The Athlon is catching my attention, definitely. And again, I know we don't get paid by them, no affiliation. People say, Chinese, mate. But they got some good shit, man. I'm telling you, some real good shit.
Yep.
And exactly. Hey, Mr. Wonderful's 100% correct. He said Jace is keeping the kids working in China. 100%.
Yeah.
Sweatshops, guys. Keep them in, $2 an hour in sweatshops or 50 cents.
You heard it here first, Jason. AHP supports sweatshops. You heard it here first. Disgusting. It really is.
Hang on. Hey, don't forget, I recommended Aaron a few things to buy a lights, and he's just about to buy it. So he's going to shill for him too. So.
No, I don't have a Alibaba account right now. I can't bring myself to open one. I really can't. I just can't.
Here we go. MB said he bought a cheap spotting scope from Audi so he can pretend it came from Germany and not China. Exactly. Again, that guys, the guy from Leica, the guy that I interviewed, he said, these Chinese, they're going to be up with the next two. And that was probably a year ago and a half ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I did that show. And he said within a couple of years, 3 years, they're going to be just as good. And let's not forget, eventually the technology will go to a digital image. You won't be looking through glass, or you won't be looking through, it might have a glass on the outside and the front, but it will be a digital image eventually. When they get so good, you'll be looking through the scope, and you'll be looking through a digital image. It won't be mirrors and glass and stuff like that. It won't be that. You'll be like looking through like a thermal scope or something like that. That's where the technology eventually will go down the track. So anyway, just a heads up for you there.
Well, I'm pretty impressed with these binoculars by ATN. Very impressed.
Yeah.
It's got a rangefinder and night vision. I am quite impressed with them.
Yeah, like people say when you buy your stuff, like little tripods and things like that. I mean, phone parts and stuff like that. Like it just works. Like why would I spend big dollars on like a charger from bloody JB Hi-Fi or something? It's just unless you burn yourself down, which has happened in the past to some people. But anyway, here we go. You go.
No, we got. Oh, it just jumped. Someone was talking about Meopta.
Meopta's also good as well. Euro company, quite good. I'm not sure. I've heard a few, issues occasionally with warranty and stuff like that. That's just my what I've been hearing. A few issues with warranty, so I'm not 100% sure whether that's the case or not. I'm just reporting back on people that I've spoken to. And for a lot of people, warranty is very important. So we need to make sure warranty is solid on your products if you're going to sell them in this country. So
no, it is important, the warranty, because I've had a $3,000 scope in the past, not going to say the brand, and it was defective out of the box, and they swapped it straight over.
Pete says, Jace does home movies with Susie Wong. You're a bad man, Peter. You're a bad man.
Who's Susie Wong?
Isn't she? Is Susie Wong is she the cooking chick, or have I got it wrong?
I don't know. Have you got Susie Wong?
World of Susie Wong. No, Susie Wong is a British romantic. So you're saying I'm falling in love. I thought there's another Susie Wong. She was an Australian chef. I got the wrong one. So the world of Susie Wong. Yeah, let's not even go there.
You got the wrong Wong. Righty. Andy. Chinese EOTech 551 holographic sight. Here we go. $80 compared to $1,000, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah, and where do you think that was made, you fucking shill? Where do you think that was made? Where? Tell me.
I didn't buy this. This was given to me by a viewer.
Oh, wow. Well, if you were a man of integrity, you would give that to me for free because you don't believe in this type of thing from China and Taiwan. And
nothing on here says made in China at all.
Oh, people buy Japanese stuff. What's the difference anyway?
For military use only. There you go.
Oh, no, not 300 blackout. We've got 300 blackout. Not my cup of tea. I know Aaron's not really a fan either. Sorry for the 300 blackout lovers. It's probably good. I just think, stick to good, big calibers that take game down. If you want to, what do they call it? A subsonic round? Well, great. But
yeah, conservative sniper grades of that. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, no, useless, completely useless round. Yeah. It's okay if you got an AR-15, which 99% of Australians can't get because they don't have the semi-auto scam loophole. So no, it's not. I wouldn't agree. I wouldn't recommend 300 blackout at all. Or one of the biggest rated videos I got is on the the 350 Legend. Jesus, I don't recommend that round either. And man, all over the world, I'm getting butthurt people because I didn't like that round.
Here we go. Because conservative sniper, I understand people buying Chinese utes. Well, mate, they're coming a long way. My mate just bought one of the LDVs about a year ago. I mean, sometimes I laugh like I'd like a Toyota or something, Hilux, but I can't afford one. But, they've had smoking DPF issues in their recent models. So, I mean, I guess they can't really talk either. I saw one going down the street one time. I thought, holy shit, is this thing on fire? It was so bad. But I think they've fixed up that issue. But anyway, and Jamie Mutton said, send a Tasco back to Tasco. He bought 24 years ago. They warranted it and a new scope on the way after 24 years. So that's pretty good. Yeah. Great. Yeah.
That's not bad at all. Here we go. I don't understand Australians buying Chinese jets. That's what you just said, isn't it? Yeah, I agree totally. What Chinese
you
jets
weren't
are?
listening.
Yeah, no, it wasn't, to be quite honest. What Chinese jets are there? I want to know, because I buy China. I got a China Hilux.
Great Wall, LDV. I think LDV is Chinese, isn't it? Or is that Taiwan? I don't know. Listen, I'm not I just buy what I can afford, and hey, I've got a Triton with 76,000 Ks on it now. All I've had issue with it is a couple of leaking rear shocks, and that's it. I can't really complain. But anyway, mate, 9 p.m. We're going to finish up. Aaron, take it away.
Yeah, time to knock on his head. Thank you, guys, for everything tonight. It's always been a pleasure to talk with you. Hope you guys have a very, very good week and a safe weekend, and I hope you all get out shooting now the weather has become good. So have a lovely week. Thank you for tonight, and thank you for all your super chats. I really do appreciate it.
And don't forget to check out the channels and all the links in the description. And for that GoFundMe, guys, Aaron's going to, after the show, is going to put that in the comments. And, if you can give that to that fund for that guy that helped out his neighbor who actually got stabbed, mind you, he stopped a crime committed. He tried to help out, and the person still got stabbed. So he's going to put that in the comments, for you. So you can.
Pretty bad as well.
If you've got a couple of bucks, please help out if you can, and check out Aaron's channel. Got a few hunting video coming up soon, more podcasts. So Aaron, take it away.
Yep. Well, thank you very much, guys, for joining us tonight. So hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in 7 nights' time with another video. Take care, safe shooting, and have a great night.